Hey guys, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited that you're here. Today is going to be a fun one. I've been planning this video for months and I can't wait to show you everything I'm about to show you. My husband and I were able to do a lot of traveling together this year, and I just am so thankful because we had the best time. We started this spring out in Disneyland for the first time together, and we drove down to San Diego right after that to take a Disney cruise up to Canada. And then I was able to get to Disney World in the spring by myself just a couple weeks later, partially for work, but got to have some fun too, meet up with some friends. And then I was also able to go back with my husband to Disney World this past fall. So between all these trips, I collected lots of little things and bought lots of little things, and that's what I want to show you today. So I'm going to get right to it. We are going to start with Disneyland. This was my first time in Disneyland, and oh, to say I was excited was an understatement. Like, the moment I walked down Main Street and I saw the castle, I mean, my heart was just like pounding. I was like, well, first off, this place looks so familiar, right? It's so similar to Main Street in Disney World, but there's definitely a ton of differences that I was like, wait, it's like deja vu, where am I? But I had been looking forward to going to Disneyland for so long, and it was just such a magical 3 days. The first thing I want to show you guys were actually a couple of freebies that I picked up from Disneyland. So first off, because it was our first time, of course, we had to get our first timer button. So it was our first visit. They give these out at Walt Disney World as well as Disneyland. But you know, these say Disneyland, which is super fun. And we definitely wore them around as much as we could, just because, I mean, we were just so excited, especially the first day. We wore these all day. And also we were in the parks on our 5-year wedding anniversary. So we picked up the Happily Ever After button as well and wore those around, which was super fun. And I just love spending magical days like that in the parks. It's just really a special place to be, especially with my husband. So definitely, if you are going to the parks and celebrating anything, or if it's just your first visit, make sure to pick up some first timer buttons because they are free, and free. Awesome. Next, I actually have another button, which I am so happy to have. This one was actually given to me by our new friends, Peter and Katie. I got to hang out with them while a bunch of our other friends were riding Splash Mountain, which is not for me. I am not a Splash Mountain fan. I'm really not a drop fan in general. So when I go to Disney, you will not see me on the coasters, and you won't see me on Tower of Terror or anything like that. Guardians of the Galaxy, won't do it. Just my stomach, ugh, it's not good. We went into the little store next to, I guess, Winnie the Pooh. I don't know my way around Disneyland super well, so I apologize if that's wrong, but it was definitely the sweet shop that's Winnie the Pooh themed. And I guess with any purchase, they gave out these buttons. So this was, I think, supposed to be their summertime button, but we got it back at the end of spring. But yeah, I just thought this was so cute. It's a little smaller than the other buttons. And maybe someone from Disneyland can tell me. Comment down below if you know the answer to this. Do they do these all, oh, dropping things. Do they do these all year round, or is this just a special thing they did over summer? I don't know. I love a good free button, and this one was adorable. It has a little ticker tail and churros and watermelon. I mean, so cute. So thanks, Katie and Peter. I appreciate you getting this for me. That was super awesome of you. We were there in Disneyland during Pixar Fest this past summer, which was super cool. They brought out a lot of unique merch for it. So I'm gonna go through a couple things from that. First thing I wanna show you is this straw. Look how cute this straw is. I can't. It's a little twisty straw. I bought it mostly because I knew that this comes off. This is like a little plastic keychain. So I actually keep this little guy in my office. He kind of hangs out with me throughout the day. But I could throw him in a purse or something. I don't know. I just thought that was so cute. Again, I'm not a California local, so I don't know if they still carry these in the park, even though Pixar Fest is over. So comment down below if you know that these are still in the park or not, because I mean, this is just so fun. And these actually, I wrote down all the prices. So if you see me staring over here, that's why. So the alien straw was only $5.99, which was super great. So I picked that up in one of the quick service dining locations, and I love it. Going along with the alien theme, the next thing I picked up was this tumbler. Now, I'm sure by now, if you're a Disney fan, you've probably seen these tumblers because they are very easy to find now. When they came out at the beginning, it was a little harder to find them. This one's still sealed up because it actually got damaged on my way home. Do you guys see that? It didn't make it in the suitcase, which was a big bummer, but I actually reached out to Disney's customer service and they sent me a new one for free, which I thought was super great. All they made me do was send a picture of the item that's broken and a copy of my receipt, and they mailed me a new one. So I actually have the new one in my cupboard right now, but I figured I'd show you guys this one since this is what I had out. So it comes with a little plastic straw. It has the alien and the claw. It says Pixar Fest on it. So I'm not sure if the ones in Disneyland still say that. My guess is no, but I do know that they carry these now in Disney World as well with the opening of Toy Story Land. And if you press the top, it lights up. I don't know if that reads on camera very well, but it like blinks and it's super fun. Different like patterns of blinking and stuff. There we go. Super, super fun. I love this cup. I have a cup collection. You know, a lot of people collect Disney mugs. I collect cups. My husband makes fun of me for it. He's like, Rachel, well, he doesn't make fun of me. He just wants me to get rid of a lot because they take up all this space in our cupboard. But I love being able to take a cute cup to work every day. It just kind of puts a little magic into my day-to-day life. So this one is definitely one that I am so glad I added to the collection. This cup cost $14.99 when I purchased it. So I would imagine that if you were to go get it now, it's about the same, if not the same. So sticking with cups, the next item I picked up was the Disney Starbucks tumbler. Now this tumbler is the same both in Disney World and Disneyland. So if you see all the details on the tumbler, you'll see things from both Disneyland and Disney World, which I think is super cool. It's a very classic cup. It's a typical Starbucks tumbler. I actually had one of these before, but it kind of got some cracks in the bottom because I use it so much. I love how big these cups are, and I wanted to pick this up in Disneyland before our cruise because when you're on a Disney cruise, the cups that they give you for your free sodas are only about that big. They're pretty small, so everyone always says you should bring a tumbler like this on the boat. So I picked up a new one, which was perfect because a couple days later I was able to use it all week. So this tumbler retails for $22.99, and like I said, with the Disney cruise, that was just like one little tip. I have some videos I think I'm going to make for you guys with some tips for the Disney Cruise Line. I know I learned a lot on my first sailing, and I would love to share those tips with you. So if you want to see those tips, comment down below and let me know, and I will make a video about that. I am just in love with Disney Cruise Line, and I'd love to help you if you haven't gone before, or even if you have and you know you like to kind of rewatch some tips before you go. So yeah, comment down below, let me know, and while you're at it, while you're commenting down there, hit that little subscribe button and that little notification bell so every time that I post a video, you will get notified first. Moving right along. So next up, this is an empty box, but I picked up the Disneyland Parks Otterbox case for my phone, and this retails for $59.99, and it's a typical Otterbox. So it's made by Disney Company and Otterbox. I actually have it on my phone right now, so I will show you guys. My apologies, I feel like it's dirty, and I've been using this for, oh gosh, how many months? May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 6+ months at this point, so it's definitely beat up a little bit, but I will say it has done a fantastic job at protecting my phone. And I feel like, you know what, even in the camera, it doesn't look that worn because it's clear. The glitter still shows, and the only place that you can really see the wear, I would say, is like in the corners and such. But this is a fantastic case. It's, like I said, protected my phone so well, and I just love the design. Again, bringing a little magic into my day-to-day life here, and I love it. They do also make a case for Disney World that has the Cinderella Castle versus Sleeping Beauty Castle, but I really just love this one. It reminds me of my time there, so cute. Next item I picked up was something that I had my eye on before I even went to Disneyland, and it's this keychain. I love this keychain. It has the plaque that's by the entrance of Disneyland. It says here, you leave today and enter the world of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy. And I just love that. It just makes me so happy. So I picked this up. I don't know the exact price on this one. I couldn't find it. So I would estimate about $15. It is a heavier keychain, and I know Disney World keychains can get up there in price. I'm not sure if they sell this in the parks anymore either. So if you've seen this in the parks lately, comment down below and let me know, or let everyone else that's watching this video know if they can still get this. I know when I was Googling to try to see how much this cost, I found a bunch of people that were reselling it on eBay and places like that. So I know you can get this around if you're looking for it. It's, yeah, color-coded teal. But again, I couldn't find the exact pricing anywhere. Okay, I have a couple more little freebies that I don't want to forget to show you guys. So this is a like postcard size print that I just think is beautiful. I don't remember exactly where I got this, but it's actually an advertisement for the Disney Visa card. So I don't know if they were just promoting in the park and I picked this up, but I don't know, but I just thought this was so pretty. I'm actually planning on framing it in a little frame for my office because, I mean, come on, that's so cute. Along with that, it was Pixar Fest, like I said, and we got to hang out with our friends on this trip that are pass holders. So my friend Alicia picked this up for me. I love these stickers, so cute. I haven't put them on anything yet. I've been saving them, but they're little annual pass Pixar Fest stickers, and you know, you can't go wrong with a free sticker. And these were only for pass holders, so thank you, Alicia, for picking these up for me. So that's it for Disneyland, part 1 of this video. So I had the best time in Disneyland, and I didn't pick up too much merch just because I was really trying to save my money for the rest of this vacation. So I'm going to show you now what I got on the Disney Cruise Line. First off, this is something that every sailing that has a pirate night gets, and these are these adorable bandanas. They're like little mini bandanas. They're triangular, but it's really great. You could fold them up. You could wear them as a scarf. I know I saw a lot of girls wearing them in their hair. Just super fun. So my husband and I both got one of these for pirate night, and pirate night was so much fun. It's such a like fun deck party on the Disney Cruise Line. I don't believe all sailings on Disney Cruise Line have a pirate night, but most do. So make sure to check that out, and these will be waiting for you in your stateroom if you have a pirate night. Next, I got a Copper Creek pin. So I haven't taken this out of the plastic yet. We actually got 2 of these. My husband and I both got one. They're Disney Vacation Club pins. So something kind of cool on the Disney Cruise Line is that they do a lot of presentations throughout the sailing for the Disney Vacation Club, trying to obviously show you what it's all about, so to see if you're interested in buying into it. My husband and I are not Disney Vacation Club members. However, we were definitely curious to kind of find out some more information because we've never sat down with someone about it. So I highly recommend, if you're ever interested in looking into Vacation Club, just to go to one of the seminars. It's pretty quick. They gave us, like I said, a little complimentary button, which was super cool. And we actually also got a stateroom credit, which was great because it helped take off a little bit of cost from all the money we were spending on the cruise. So make sure to check that out. So I picked up these pens. These retail for $16.99. I have been keeping them in the plastic and haven't used them yet until I showed you guys, so I'm so excited to open them up and finally use them. I just thought they were the cutest little Mickey Mouse pens. Really simple, but I love that. And black ink. I am OCD with black ink versus blue ink. Is anyone else like that? I'm a little crazy, but it's fine. So these are just Disney Parks pens. So I think you can get these same pens in Disney World and Disneyland as well, not just on the cruise line, but I picked them up there. Next up, I got these adorable Post-its. I love any kind of stationery. I really am a practical person when it comes to Disney merchandise. I like to get stuff that I can use day to day that comes in handy. So these were super cute. $11.99 is what they retail for. This is the back. You open it up and look at all these. So fun, different sizes. I can't wait to start using these. These are super cute and super fun, and honestly, they just make me want to go back on the cruise line. The cruise line, I had a lot of merchandise with this kind of style, which you'll see something else in a second. So I think this kind of Mickey Minnie style is just becoming more popular, at least this year, in the Disney parks and the Disney Cruise Line. So I also picked up these stickers. So fun. They go along with the sticky notes. So there's all different kinds on the back. These retailed for $6.99, so pretty inexpensive. I will use these stickers in my planner, especially as I am counting down for our next cruise, which is already booked for 2019. So I can't wait to show you guys where we go. Don't worry, I'm gonna vlog it. It's gonna be even better than the last one. I just know it. But anyway, I really think that these would be a really great item to pick up for your kids that are inexpensive because, you know, it's a whole pack. So you pay $6.99, you can give each kid like a sheet of stickers. It's a fun little souvenir that they can take back to school. I know how expensive sometimes the Disney parks can get when it comes to buying souvenirs, and this one I think is just a great option for something a little less expensive but equally as fun. If you go on a Disney cruise, typically you can purchase a photo package in advance, which I believe actually saves you money. We were really tight on money before we left, so we decided against it. But once we were on the ship and we realized how many awesome pictures were getting taken of us, and the fact that we never really get like photos together, it was important for us, I think, to get a package because we just loved the photos that were getting taken. So we ended up purchasing the 10 photo package, which was perfect for us because we were able to pick out a couple fancier photos of us plus some character photos, and we just loved it. So we came back to the room one day and this was waiting for us. So inside are a couple prints. They gave us a print of our cruise ship, the Disney Wonder. I love the clouds, how fun that is. They kind of snuck those in there. They also gave us this print of all the characters with like an autograph, which is super fun. These are great for like a scrapbook or something like that. We weren't anywhere tropical, so it's kind of funny that they're all in their tropical garb, but still cute. I believe we were actually supposed to get a USB of our photos. But one thing I learned, which will also go into the tips portion of my new cruise tip video that I'll be making for you guys, I learned that the photo area isn't necessarily open on your whole cruise. So when I went to pick up our photos, they were actually closed for the show that night. So I was like, all right, that's fine. I'll just have to remember to go pick them up the morning that we were leaving. Well, that morning, the last morning of the sailing, was a little crazy and hectic, and I completely forgot to go down and pick up the USB drive with our photos. So I actually, on the way, literally I was steps away from walking off the ship, I grabbed a random crew member and I was like, hey, we forgot to get our photos, what do we do? And he's like, give me your email and what's your stateroom number? And I gave it to him and he's like, don't worry, I'll figure it out. And I'm like, okay. And then we like literally ran because we were late for an excursion, so we ran off the boat, and sure enough, about a week later my photos arrived in my email. So I am so thankful to that guy. cast member for getting us our photos, but I don't have a USB to show you. That's where I'm getting at with this. But I will insert a couple of our photos right here just so you can see what they look like. One of the stops on our cruise was in San Francisco, and we went to the Walt Disney Family Museum, which I cannot recommend enough for any Disney fan to go to that museum. It's amazing. It took us 2 hours to get through it, but we were kind of rushing because we had to be somewhere else. So I recommend 3 hours spending there. If you're in California, drive. It's so worth it. Anytime you visit San Francisco, it is 100% worth it. I want to go back someday. That's how amazing it was. And I wanted to pick up something from the museum, but a lot of the stuff in the gift shop were like books and stuff like that that I didn't necessarily want to bring home with me. So I ended up grabbing one of my favorite go-to souvenirs, a postcard, and it's an oversized postcard, and it's the super great Alice print, and it's from Mary Blair. So I love this, and this will be going in my office and probably will be framed at some point. But yeah, postcards are a great souvenir. I actually have a couple to show you guys in a minute from Disney World, but you know, they're typically really inexpensive. And I think I paid, how much did I pay for this? I don't have it written down, but my guess is $5. So great little souvenir, super great piece of art, and a fun way to remember the Walt Disney Family Museum. So I only allowed myself to pick up one souvenir from Canada while we were there, and I really fell in love with Vancouver and Victoria because of the mountains. And it's funny how sometimes you don't know how much you love something until you see it for the first time. My husband and I had never really been on a trip together where we did a lot of adventuring outside, and this trip really made us realize how much we love doing that together. So this was a fun little way to remember our trip and all the beautiful scenery. I got this little mountain necklace, super low-key. It was probably about $12, but I love it, and every time I see it, it reminds me of how amazing that trip was. So the best kind of souvenir right here. I almost forgot to show you guys something from the Disney Cruise Line. Beads. Mardi Gras beads. So on the Disney Wonder, the ship that we were on, there was a restaurant called Tiana's, and Tiana's is a New Orleans style restaurant, and it's so much fun. There is singing, there is parades, there is beignets. What more can you want? But they handed out these beads. So another fun little free souvenir that I wanted to mention for you guys. So that's it from the Disney Cruise Line. I hope you're sticking with me still to this point. I have one more to go. Okay guys, we are at Disney World. So well, not right now. I wish I was at Disney World right now, but the Disney World portion of this haul video today. So I'm gonna start out this part with some artwork. So first and foremost, I framed these. These did not come framed. This is a postcard that is by Dave Quiggle. Such an amazing artist. I absolutely adore Dave Quiggle's style. He's actually a tattoo artist out in California, so he has definitely a lot of influence from his tattoo art as well. He also makes a lot of band merchandise, which is something that's totally up my alley. So if you haven't seen Dave Quiggle before, check him out. I actually have a tattoo on my leg that is one of his portraits. So if you want to see that, go check out my Instagram. I have that link down below and you guys can see that for yourselves. But definitely check out Dave Quiggle. Next up is a Up piece of artwork. I love this. Oh, I just spit. Oh, that was gross. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so tired. I have an Up piece of artwork, which I actually saw this at Disneyland, fell in love with it, went back to get it, and it was sold out. So I am so thankful I was able to pick this up in Disney World on this last trip. Actually, over in Disney Springs, I got both of these prints, actually all three of these I'm about to show you, at the gallery in Disney Springs over in the Marketplace Co-op. This is also a postcard size print. So these were $5 each, by the way. I love postcard size prints. They're so inexpensive and they are so cute when you put a little frame on them and put them on your wall. A great souvenir to take home. So inexpensive and just beautiful. I do not know how to pronounce the name of this artist, so I am going to zoom in on it for you. Hopefully you guys can see that in the corner. I love it. So cute. Both of these are hanging in my office. I just took them off to show you guys today. I will have an office tour for you at some point when I get my act together. It's a lot to film. It's a lot to go through. So if you want to see that, let me know down below because it's definitely something that is on my list for the new year for you guys. Last piece of art is by an artist named Dave Perillo. I framed this one as well. This is a big one. But if you know me, I love Alice in Wonderland. I collect Alice in Wonderland figurines and cups and teapots and artwork. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, I had to get it. I just had to get it. I love that it came pre-matted. Like I said, I did frame this myself. I picked this frame up at Michael's and it matched so nicely. But I love the mat that came with it. It just gave it a fun little extra touch. And cool fact, I am from Pennsylvania and Dave Perillo, I looked him up. He is actually from my area. So Dave Perillo, shout out to you. I hope that's how I pronounce your last name. I think so. I'm so bad at pronouncing names, guys. I'm so bad. But shout out to Dave because this is awesome and I love it and it looks so cute in my office. I have a couple pieces of jewelry to show you. First off is a necklace. If you haven't figured out by now, obviously, I love these little aliens. The claw. Side note, when I was a little kid, my mom used to do this with her wrist. She would grab her wrist like this and she would clench her fingers like this and she would come and grab the tops of our heads and she'd be like, the claw, the claw. And I don't know, it's just a really fun memory I have from being a little kid. But this necklace is super cute. I fell in love with it right away, obviously, because, I mean, how quirky is this necklace? Let's see if it'll focus for you guys. Super quirky necklace. I love it so much. It's a pretty long chain. I'm actually thinking about cutting it because if you can see, it's like a chain and then another chain. So I might make it a little shorter because I can show you guys. It sits pretty far down, which is not super convenient for most things that I wear. So I don't know, I'll tweak it, but too cute not to pass up. This necklace was $19.99. Next piece of jewelry I picked up was this bangle. I love this bangle. I wear this all the time. It opens like this. It's one of these, like, I don't know what you call this, but it's kind of magnetized, I guess. I don't know. It's super cute and honestly super high quality, I think, for just being like a standard Disney bangle. This was $24.99, which is a little bit pricey, but like I said, I wear it all the time. So for me, totally a good buy. Super cute on. I have a few Lillian & Co. bracelets. If you guys have never heard of Lillian & Co., they are a super great small shop company that makes really adorable silver and rose gold and gold bangles that have different Disney sayings on them, but I think they actually started making ones that aren't Disney as well. But the company is super cute and they sit really well against this bangle. So definitely something I like to layer with. So I think honestly, if I had to pick one of my favorite buys from this year, this is it because I wear it all the time. Got another keychain. This one is a little Mickey hand. I actually picked this up with a specific purse in mind to put it on. And I think this was a little bit less expensive than the other keychain I showed you today. I want to say this one, oh, if I had to guess, maybe like $10 max, maybe $8, something like that. If anyone knows, feel free to comment down below. But I found this over in Animal Kingdom and I'm sure it is all over the parks if you are looking to get one for yourself. Next up, I'm telling you, I love aliens. Ooh! Socks! These are so cute. I've only worn them once so far. because I'm scared I'm gonna ruin them. I'm trying to save them for like any excuse for like a crazy sock day at work or something like that. But I just thought these were the cutest. I will say I am a size 11, a woman size 11. I have pretty big feet and these are a little tight on my feet, but they do fit. So if you are getting these for someone with a larger shoe size, I don't know if they're gonna be super comfortable, but a woman's 11 or below, you'll be just fine. Another freebie I wanted to show you guys, a simple little thing that you can pick up. Disney does the Food and Wine Festival every fall, and it's a pretty long event. This year it went from August 30th to November 12th, and I picked up a little festival guide, again with a free souvenir. You can't go wrong. These are super fun as you're going throughout the park. There's some color in there, but most of it is just kind of simple like this. It gives you all the menus. It shows you which ones are vegetarian and vegan and all of that. But they also give these really fun stickers in the middle that you can put on each country as you go through to show that you've eaten there, so you can kind of keep track. But I think this is a super fun thing to bring home as a little souvenir, throw it in a scrapbook or something like that. So I wanted to make sure I showed you guys. Keep an eye out for these kinds of things in the parks. Park maps are great to take home. You know, souvenirs don't have to cost a lot of money. You can, you know, kind of create your own souvenir with some of the freebies that Disney gives you just from being in the parks. So I am not a big pin collector. However, I am a completionist. Which is a problem because I became a little bit obsessed on my last trip with these mystery packs. These are Alice mystery pin packs. They come with 2 pins per box. And I couldn't remember how much these boxes were, but they're expensive. I want to say it's like maybe $15, $16 or something for a mystery box. When I say I became obsessed, you guys, I became obsessed with figuring out how to get all of these pins. And then we had some friends with us who were feeding my obsession, which was not good. Not good. But I did complete the entire set of all of these pins. So I will show you guys. They are in my office, so I'll insert a clip here of these pins for you guys. But they are so cute. And like I said, I love Alice in Wonderland things, so I just had to finish the set. I have a bunch of extras now to trade in the parks, which I am actually really looking forward to, because I've never been a big pin trader, but pin trading in the parks is so much fun, and it's free. You just trade the pins that you have already with cast members, and they always have a ton of different options all over the place. So I'm looking forward to just spending an afternoon going around and trading my extra pins for ones that I'm gonna love forever. So I also purchased 1 pin actually at the gift shop in the airport, the Disney gift shop. I just love this one. Like I said, I love Alice, I love the teacups, and I just thought this was the cutest little pin. I love the glitter, and it just reminded me of how much fun I have with my husband on this ride. So I had to pick this one up as well. This pin was $9.99. I am a big Haunted Mansion fan, and like I told you earlier, big fan of stationery. So I picked up this cute little journal book. It has a really nice cover. It's not leather, but it kind of feels like leather a little bit thicker than just like a plastic cover, and it has the Haunted Mansion wallpaper all over it. This was $17.99, and inside it has the wallpaper as well. Super fun. I love these little kind of notebooks. I don't think you can ever have too many of them. Throw them in your purse. I am constantly throughout my days writing things down, so I will definitely put this to good use. So this is something that I didn't think I was gonna pick up, and I picked up super last minute. I was in the airport and I realized I didn't have anything cozy to wear on the plane. I didn't pack a really cozy like long sleeve or hoodie on this trip, so I was like, all right, well, let me go to the gift shop, let me see what I can find. And I was looking around and they had a lot of hoodies, but nothing I was like really in love with, but they had Spirit jerseys. Spirit jerseys. Spirit jerseys have become really popular at the Disney parks this year. They kind of blew up. Disney is making all colors, all styles, different prints and such of these Spirit jerseys, and I wasn't getting it at first, right? I wasn't into the hype. I had saw them in Disneyland. I kind of liked the Disneyland font that was on it, but it wasn't appealing enough to me to actually purchase one. And in the airport, I realized that the Spirit jersey was just about as much as a hoodie. So I was like, all right, well, let me try on a Spirit jersey. You guys, obviously, I bought one because they are so comfortable. I don't even understand how they're this comfortable. I think just because of the bagginess, and it's a little bit more of a heavyweight shirt, a little bit not as thick as a sweatshirt, I guess, but heavy. And oh gosh, I just love burying myself in this. So I picked this up in the airport. It was $54.99. No, $59.99. Expensive for a long sleeve. I was not about it at first. I really wasn't. But when I tried it on, I couldn't even help myself. I was like, this is perfect for my flight home today. So it has the little Disney World logo on the front. I just got the plain black and white one. And on the back, across the arms, it has Walt Disney World and typical Spirit jersey fashion. It has like the fabric divider kind of like in the print of the shirt. It's so comfy, you guys. I wear it all the time, to the point that I now own a couple of different ones that I've ordered since, because I just love them. They are so cozy. I think the price has gone up, just a warning. I think they're like 65, and some of them are even more than that. Some of them are closer to $80 depending on the print that you get. I know they make a Tiki Room one now, and they have a Minnie Mouse one, and they are super cute, but I really love the classic. And I wear a size large in this. They are unisex. So for me, I typically in a woman's t-shirt would wear an XL or even a 1X. And in unisex, I wear either a large or an XL. Because these are made to be oversized, I would go with the size that you're on the smaller size of. So for me, a large was perfect because this is still super baggy and comfortable. But yeah, I don't know. I think a large was perfect for me. So if you're questioning yourself about wanting a Spirit jersey, they're worth it. I promise. That is it. I can't even believe it. I did so much fun stuff this year, and going through all of these items with you just now really reminded me of just how great of a year 2018 was. I'm so fortunate that I was able to travel so much, and so much with my husband, since I tend to do some trips to Disney without him. It was really great to bring him along and enjoy everything we did with him, us together. Just a magical year overall. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're into my haul videos, definitely like this video, leave a little comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. I have more coming for you in the new year that I am so excited to share. So thank you, thank you, thank you to all my new subscribers from 2018. It is a pleasure to share my life with you. I hope you are having fun as much as I am, because I really started YouTube as a way to share my time in the parks with you guys, and it's kind of turned into a little bit more than that. So I hope you are enjoying this journey with me. I'm excited to see where this channel is going to go in the future, and I really hope you guys have a beautiful and blessed new year. I will see you in 2019. Bye!